We're recording. We're live.
We're live indeed.
What's up, guys? This is Combat Addicts. And today we're going to be talking about the UFC card 282.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Fight Talk. Fight Talk. That's what we call it. From now on, we're going to call that Fight Talk.
What? The only thing exciting about this card is the fact that Paddy Pimblett is fighting.
Yeah.
And Darren is fighting. He hasn't fought in a long time.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are looking forward to him fighting and seeing what he has improved, what new skill sets he has. Because he's been hanging out with a lot of monsters, a lot of killers. He's been training with Hamzat.
Yep.
And, he's been training with Sean Strickland. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring to the table. Like what new skills, how different does he look?
Yeah. And very interesting.
Oh, for sure.
He's had a lot of time off, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when was the last time he fought?
He's just been suffering injury after injury.
Very unfortunate.
After injury. It's very unfortunate, man, because he's one of the guys that you love to watch fighting because he's not boring.
Yeah.
He's a fun fighter. He goes in for the kill. He goes for the knockout, right? And he's a good striker too.
Mm.
So I'm very curious to see how he does now after the time off. Yeah.
His last fight was against Derek Bronson in last year.
Yeah.
September, not long ago actually. For some reason I thought, no, that's almost a year. That's over a year. No, that's a long time. What the hell am I saying? It's been over a year. So, he's well rested. Hopefully he comes into the fight healthy. I'm very much excited for that fight.
Yeah.
What other fight excites me? We got Bryce Mitchell.
Yep.
Exciting fighter, right?
Amazing fighter.
Let's see.
Okay.
Come on, man. The 17-year-old is fighting.
Yeah, the 17-year-old.
Raul Rosas Junior. Looking forward to him. There's a lot of hype behind his name. Should be interesting.
Yeah. One fight that I'm really looking forward to is the Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you looking forward to it?
You remember Joaquin Buckley?
Yeah, bro, come on.
The highlight reel of him doing that spinning kick. Yeah, he's fighting with Chris Curtis. And if I'm correct, Chris Curtis, he's fought in the UFC before with some people, but he's really good at with his stand-up, man. His footwork, very fluid. He's got that wrestler's build, but his actual striking is very nice. I really enjoy his striking.
That's good.
And Joaquin Buckley, he's just a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Goes in for the kill.
All the time.
Right? He's lost a couple times, but that doesn't mean that he's not someone that you should take for granted, right? You shouldn't underestimate this guy because he's got the athleticism and he's very determined to win at all costs, man. Because I saw his podcast with Joe Rogan recently, and this guy sounds very motivated, man. He comes from a rough background, like a very, very harsh background, faced a lot of obstacles, right? And he's the type of guy that he's just not going to give up no matter what. So I like this kid, and I really want this guy to win.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And let's get straight into it then. Starting from the main event and going downwards.
All right, let's do that. So
we got Jan Błachowicz fighting Magomed Ankalaev. Now, isn't this also like a...
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Was this...
Very unfortunate.
Why is it unfortunate?
Because the main fight was going to be...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jiří Procházka and Glover Teixeira 2. Yeah. The rematch. And I was looking forward to that even more, man, because Jiří Procházka is an absolute animal, man. He's so creative when he's fighting. He's like a transformer, man. He just does everything, right? Spinning elbows, kicks, punches. He's got a bit of karate style in him, which he does. I think he does because I've seen some of his videos. He does some karate training. and as a karate guy, and what else? And yeah, man, he's just his whole mindset around fighting is I've never seen someone speak about fighting the way that he does, because he's just very philosophical in it. After each fight, he's just never happy. He's always like, oh, I want a perfect fight. I want it to be the most perfect fight that I've fought. But he's never happy. And I really like that, because that he's just going to keep training and training and training and become better and better and better. This guy's a samurai, man. Yeah.
That's cool and all, but he's not fighting in this guy anymore. So let's move on. No, you know what? The thing is, I think he's so overhyped. I think he hasn't. I know he's won the belt. He's fought champions. He has won against champions, but I feel like he hasn't been tested yet. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's a bit overhyped. But we'll find out soon enough. I'm sure he's gonna fight.
Well, he is pretty young in the UFC.
Oh no, he's not gonna. Sorry, he's not gonna fight soon. He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a very bad injury on his shoulder apparently,
and I think I heard he's gonna be away for about a year.
Yeah, but the good thing about him is that he gave up his belt now, so it's out for the taking.
Yeah, I don't think he had a choice in that.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, people are praising him, comparing him to Francis Ngannou, because he's injured and he's keeping the belt to himself. But that's a different story. Huh?
What? So what? Like they're saying Francis should let go of the belt because he was injured?
Yeah, they're comparing the two.
That's crazy.
They're taking that moral stand of
is insane.
You see this guy, he's injured and he doesn't want fighters to just waste their time. But at the same time, Francis defended his belt multiple times. So he deserves the belt.
No shit.
In my opinion.
And also like the drama between Francis and UFC. It's like it's a whole different thing. It's like a whole different story. Like it's not the same. It's not comparable.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that sucks. So that's not going to happen. So instead of that, we got Jan Błachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev.
As the main event.
Yeah.
It went from a 3-round fight to a 5-round fight.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I
mean, Jan Błachowicz, powerful, strong, technical, decent ground game. He's like a well-rounded fighter. Obviously, there's a reason why he was a champion. And Magomed Ankalaev only has one loss in his record, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
for that weight class.
Yeah,
she probably has the best record in that weight class.
He does
in the top 10.
Yeah,
because it's a very competitive weight class. So, Well, so what do you what's interesting about this fight? Because I don't know much about Magomed Ankalaev. If I was to guess, he's a grappler.
No, man. No. Well, he's completely. It's just the opposite of a grappler.
All right.
But he's striking. He's slick. He's sharp. He doesn't fight like a light heavyweight. He fights like he's a lot lighter than what he is. He's very, very agile in his footwork, and he's fast as well. Like that. This guy is scary. He's one of the most technical strikers in the light heavyweight division. Yeah, and a powerhouse as well. He doesn't rely on his power, right? That's just one of his gifts, but he really relies on his technical side of his striking. Just the timing, the distance, his kicks. Yeah, he's just a all-rounded fighter. Even on the ground, he's good. And very, very calm. That's what I like about him. Every knockout that he's had, he doesn't overhype himself. He knocks them out and walks away. He's one of those guys where he's like, yep, I predicted this.
I saw it coming.
Yeah, I saw it coming. And that is the scariest thing, man. The scariest thing. Yeah. I believe Magomed will take the belt if...
Cool. That will be very interesting.
Yeah.
A different... Would be nice to see a different fighter holding that belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Light heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Should be exciting. Should be an exciting fight.
Yeah. And then,
Next up in the lightweight division, we got Paddy the Baddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon.
yeah. Paddy the Fatty. Pimblett.
Yeah, he should change his name.
Yeah, man.
Paddy the Fatty.
The Fatty, man. What a lifestyle this guy has, man.
Insane.
Oh, bro.
Insane.
He's like a puffer fish. He just goes big and then just shrinks.
Yeah, because he eats like a fucking pig, man. God.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how he... If I ate like the way he eats, I'd be sick.
Yeah, man.
I think I'd be sick.
Yeah, he goes for doubles and triples and quadruples. He
It's
doesn't
crazy.
stop, man.
It's kind of entertaining to watch, though. I don't know
It
why.
is,
Like,
yeah.
I enjoy watching him eat. I
Yeah.
don't know why that is. I guess it's because it's it's just surprising seeing how much he can eat. Like, obviously, he eats like a fucking a competitive eater.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's not abnormal. You know, for an athlete like him to like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't find it hard to cut weight, but yeah, it's really odd that he's doing that. I don't see him having a long UFC career if he keeps doing
Yeah,
that. He
man.
needs to change it up.
Can't be good.
Fluctuating your body weight like that
For you. Yeah, can't be
so
good.
often.
Yeah, but he's happy that way. So, all props to him with that.
All right.
I don't think there's many fighters that do that like that.
Yeah.
Well, he's fighting Jared Gordon. Do you know much about Jared Gordon?
He had a rough background. I think he was a drug addict,
Oh shit.
and he recovered from it. I think so. Like, I don't know, his whole family is drug addicts or something. Some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and now he's changed his life. He's in the UFC, making good money.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, he's. I watched an interview he did with Ariel Helwani, and he seems very confident. So yeah, Paddy will win, but
Paddy will win.
easily, I think.
Yeah, I think
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I'm just gonna go with Paddy, man. Just
Yeah,
'cause, he's
he
the
better
hype.
win. I want him to win. I want him because he has a lot of momentum behind him. He's building a fan base, and
Yeah.
he's like he reminds me of when Conor first was in the UFC. You know, like we don't have that anymore. Like we don't have that many fighters who are sort of on the same
Pathway?
on the same path in terms of like fame as and excitement they bring to the sport as Paddy the Baddy. A lot of people thought Sugar Sean O'Malley would have been that, but it sort of died off. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because he lost the fight. I don't know. Who else? Izzy. People thought Izzy would be that as well, and Izzy sort of he's plateaued. He had a very steep rise, fame, and in terms of fame and excitement, and then it sort of just plateaued. I mean, Paddy is on that steep rise, and I hope he wins and keeps winning so that it keeps going up, and we get a sort of a new Conor McGregor. I'm looking forward to that. So Paddy, win it.
We'll agreed with
for
that.
the fans.
That was a great point. All right, now we got Robbie Lawler and Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Ponzinibbio, come on, man.
Ponzinibbio.
Santiago Ponzinibbio.
That's a long last name,
Come
man.
on, he's been in the UFC for a long time. You should put some respect on his name. He's Argentinian.
Argentina, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've seen him fight before. He's good. He's
Man,
good.
he used to be he used to be really good. Like he was close to fighting for the belt, in the welterweight,
Right.
very close. And then he got injured, I think, so he was out, out of action for a while, and now he's back. I'm not sure if he lost his last fight or something, but I can't remember.
He lost against Michael Pereira. He lost against Michael Pereira by decision.
Far out. So he fought Michael Pereira?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not Alex Pereira, Michael Pereira.
Oh, that's where the confusion came.
That's where it came. I knew there was a guy called Michael Pereira.
Yeah, right.
And that was him. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Well, he's fighting Robbie Lawler, man. This guy is still fighting. He's still in the cage, man. Robbie Lawler.
Still losing.
I know.
Come on, he should just pack it up, retire.
This
after
might be
health.
his last fight. Right?
I hope it is.
Yeah, I hope.
And he's fighting against a really tough opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just,
I guess this is the UFC trying to like convince him to just
yeah, man. Hit it and quit it.
yeah,
Man.
quit.
Just
Yeah.
go. Exactly.
So they're feeding him to monsters. I mean, let's be honest. Santiago Ponzinibbio is sort of on a decline. He's definitely gone past his prime. But still, I think I think it's a tough fight for Robbie. Tough fight.
Did he win his last fight? I fucking
Santiago.
forgot.
I remember him having a.
Brian Barberina. Oh, he fought Brian Barberina. Yeah, he lost by KO. Yeah, that's that was a pretty rough KO that he had.
Oh, who are we talking about?
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler. Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad actually. It was the fight was quite competitive until the end.
Yeah, it was competitive. Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. He looked good.
Yeah.
But that's because
got
Brian
KO.
Barberina is not a heavy puncher. He's more like a high pace,
High volume.
high volume puncher.
I
you know.
agree with that.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, Santiago Ponzinibbio, you got it, man.
You got it. Win it.
Got it. Yeah, now we got Darren Till and Dricus du Plessis, the South African
Oh, this guy.
man. Yeah,
Fuck, isn't he good?
he's good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I think
He's fit.
Man, Darren Till's. I just remembered how good he is. He's good.
Yeah.
Darren Till's in trouble.
Yeah, man, especially after a year
Darren
off.
Till is in trouble because I remember from memory. I remember this guy goes full on.
Yeah.
like 100%. He goes full throttle. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He doesn't
back up.
stop.
Yeah, he doesn't go easy. So
He's a he's a wrestling background, if I remember. Right?
yeah, because I remember. His last fight. I just can't remember who it was, but I remember it being like. I remember him just going full on, like, taking the guy down. And,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah,
Darren
man.
Till,
I
please
know.
don't lose us, please.
Well, now that he's
With Hamza.
with Hamza and he's been training with him for a while, he might surprise us with his wrestling and ground game.
We'll see.
So,
Is Hamza gonna be in his corner? Do you know?
I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
But why not? Why wouldn't he be? They're like brothers.
Man, that's a tough fight for Darren Till. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, it is. It is.
but this makes me look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. now.
Exactly.
That's
Because
exciting.
I want to see him get tested.
Yeah, he has to get tested. But I feel like the reason why he lost so many fights is because he got tested far too early. He got they sent him to the wolves way too early. He should have. She should have had a slow build up confidence, and then try to challenge for the belt and all the top 5
Exactly.
spot, a top 5 spot. But yeah. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he wins.
Yeah, I don't know who wins in this one, but
It's gonna be a tough.
let's leave it a mystery.
All right, next up we got Brian Mitchell.
Bryce.
Bryce Mitchell. Sorry, Bryce. Don't shoot me. Sorry, bro.
He'll shoot you with his.
Bryce Mitchell versus Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, this is a good fight, man.
Good
'cause-
fight. And any fight that Bryce Mitchell is in is a good fight, man.
Yeah,
Any fight
Any
that
fight.
he's in is a
Yeah.
good fight. He's just like the guy that Quarantillo is fighting. They go 100% the whole fight.
yeah.
So it's exciting watching them.
Yeah. Does he take most of the is he the one that gives the pressure to the opponent?
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good matchup because I've seen Ilia's fights, and he does the same thing. He's a very pressure forward fighter, very pressure forward, and he's known for his jiu-jitsu. So, and even Bryce Mitchell is known for his
Solid grappler.
solid grappler.
Solid
So,
grappler.
it's gonna be a grappler versus grappler match, and interesting fight.
They're exciting. I mean, before doing the podcast, I thought, it's just a lame card. But now that we're talking about the fights and going in depth, I'm slowly getting excited. It's there's actually some good matchups and good fights in this.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, how good? Before we move forward, How good was Bryce Mitchell's post-fight interview?
The last fight.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
After when he won against Edson Barboza,
Yeah.
the interview that he made.
I can't remember.
Oh, man. There was this line that just gave me chills, man. Because Joe Rogan basically asked him, he's like, oh, how did you feel coming up to this fight against, one of the most well-known fighters in the lightweight division? And he goes, well, I'm a warrior of God. I fear no man. I'm like, damn.
In that accent.
And he believed it. Yeah, and you could tell that he believed that shit. I'm like, oh. I watched that shit over and over again, man.
He's a cool dude.
Hyped up. Yeah.
But he says some wild shit sometimes. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's part of his character. That's like his persona right there. He's the one of the upcoming stars.
All right.
Featherweight too.
Yeah. Would be nice to see him win that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure if he wins it, he's definitely fighting in the top 5, someone from the top 5. So.
Yeah, who would that be? Who would you want to... Like Max Holloway? Nah, it'll be too early. Because he's in featherweight.
Featherweight. Wait, is he in featherweight?
I said lightweight, so I was wrong.
No, I thought... Wait, is Bryce Mitchell in featherweight?
Yeah, apparently.
No way.
Maybe he cut down.
He's featherweight. That's insane.
Is that Edson Barboza?
Yeah, nah, Edson Barboza dropped down.
Oh.
Fuck, he's really big for a featherweight. Far out.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, so he's definitely fighting someone in the top 5 then.
Yeah.
For sure. Could be Max Holloway, could be anyone. Like, he can compete with anyone from the top 5.
Yeah. Next up is Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Chris Daukaus. Daukaus. I'm really bad with these
Jairzinho is
names.
really powerful, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't look powerful for a heavyweight, but he carries a punch.
Yeah, man. He's like a truck. He's like a truck.
That punch, that punch he landed against what's his name? Like the guy that he split the.
Oh, Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, Alistair Overeem. Like he split his lip in half from a punch.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That's
and knocked him out with it as well.
Yeah. Ooh.
The guy's powerful.
Nasty cut, man.
Powerful.
Nasty cut. But you know what? The matchmakers really did a good job. Do you know much about Chris Daukaus?
I mean, I've seen his fight before, but it's like a blur. I can't really.
Yeah.
There's nothing distinct. There's nothing distinct about him that I remember.
He's a solid striker. He's got a very nice hands, right? It's going to be a great fight, man, because even Chris Daukaus, he's got knockout power. I mean, who doesn't have knockout power in heavyweight, right? But he doesn't look like the type of guy that's, in shape. He's got that gut going on. But when you see him fight, it's like that gut's not even there. He's just smooth.
A Taito Vasa, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Taito Vasa. He's fat and he's a fat and athletic at the same time. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
'Cause he looks obese to me.
Technically, he is.
But he moves so fast. It's just wild, man. Wild.
I know, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's like DC, all these fighters that looked unhealthy, but at the same time, they're probably healthier than I am. They're fitter than I am.
Fitter,
yeah. I used to look down on them all the time, but then...
You used to call him fat.
I was like...
What are you doing? These guys are athletes, man. They're they're the best of the best. They're literally the baddest men. They would beat any man in front of them.
Exactly.
Literally. Yeah. What do you mean they're fat?
I'll be saying, he's going to lose. He's fat. Yeah, I wanted him... that's fucked up.
That was you when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So you're a grown man now.
I'm a grown man, but still a kid. Inside. All right. Next. You want to talk about this young guy?
What? Raul, I don't even know his name that well. Raul Rosas Jr.
He definitely is a junior.
Versus Jay Perrin, a 17-year-old, man. That's crazy. Is that? That's probably the youngest.
Is that even legal?
I'm sure his parents had to sign a lot of documents.
Yeah, man. Putting your son in a sport like this
17.
Against professionals that their whole purpose is to beat your head and get that brain wobbling inside that skull.
I'm sure he's been doing it for a long time as well. He's probably been doing it. He's he can handle himself.
Yeah.
He's 6-0. He's been beating men. Yeah, he's been beating
he's
men.
been beating grown men.
So I'm sure he can handle himself. But though I have a really interesting question.
Yeah.
Would someone like this have a long career in the UFC?
Yeah.
When they start so young.
I was thinking about that.
like what are they? Would they still be fighting at 34, at 35, at 36?
It's hard to think that someone that starts this young is gonna last,
especially in
over
the UFC.
Yeah,
in the UFC,
especially
because you're fighting the best of the best. Maybe if you start from a lower organization like a Bellator or a different organization, and and then you move into the UFC. Yeah, but he's at 17, he's already fighting against the best fighters.
Absolutely.
The best of the best.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, man. It's interesting.
His brain's not even developed yet, man. He's 17. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got fucking. Sorry, I keep swearing. He's got 8 years before his brain is fully mature.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to his career in the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm rooting for him, man.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure everyone is rooting for him.
Yeah. His parents must be really proud.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got
You go for it.
Edmen Shahbazyan versus Dalcha
Go on.
Lungiambula.
Yeah.
My brother from another mother.
Yeah.
My brother from Wakanda. I hope you bring the Wakandan power in this fight and show the world what a man from Wakanda can do to another man.
Yeah.
Edmen Shahbazyan, I mean, he had a promising start. Yeah, like everyone was very everyone had high hopes for him.
Yeah.
And he lost a few fights. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know much about my brother from Wakanda, Dalcha Lungiambula. But I know he packs a power.
Yeah.
A power from Wakanda. When it lands, it will make a man go to sleep for a day.
Oh, yes.
Dalcha Lungiambula, your brother is supporting you from afar. How's my Wakandan accent?
That was good. You've been practicing, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, look, Edmen, this guy, man, he's on a three fight. What do you call it? He's on a
3-fight losing streak. Is he on a 3-fight losing streak?
Yeah, 3-fight losing
I
streak.
I thought he won his last fight.
Nah.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, so he's
Oh,
he needs
sad.
to pull it out of his butt.
Knocked out.
Yeah, he needs to pull it out of his butt, man.
I mean, let's be honest. He's been fighting tough guys. Nasruddin Imavov, sorry. He fought Jack Hermanson, right?
Yeah. Derek Bronson.
Derek Bronson. When not just any Derek Bronson, with the blonde Derek Bronson.
Oh yeah,
come on, man.
The Slim Shady Derek Bronson.
It's just been
Yeah, but he's talented, man. He's still young. He's 25 years old. That's my age. He's 25 years old.
Is it 25? That's wild. You're 25, are you?
No, I'm 24.
That's what I thought.
You're 25? So he's your age.
35.
You're 35, yeah, I forgot.
Nah, but the thing with Edmen Shahbazyan, right? It's he always looks good in his fights. Like, it looks like, oh, he's doing all right. And then out of nowhere, it just slips. It just slips out of his hand. It's just the momentum just...
yeah. Maybe it's the experience. Yeah. Maybe his immaturity or something. Being young,
I don't know.
Being young and stuff.
But he is fighting a very dangerous man from Wakanda.
Yeah, man. This guy is a
Dalcha
powerhouse, bro.
Lungiambula. I have never seen you fight, brother. But I know you got that Wakandan spirit.
We don't even need to see
you're going to make Wakanda proud. Wakanda forever!
You got the hammer fists.
Be careful there.
I don't want to be racist. All right.
Take it easy there, my boy.
All right, last one. Chris Curtis versus Joaquin Buckley. Yeah, this is a cool fight.
Yeah.
Cool fight. Look, I like both of them. Both of them are very talented. They're very motivated in this sport. All right. What I mean by that is that, as I said before, Joaquin Buckley, he seems like he really wants to go for those top guys, top 10 guys, and he trains really hard for that. He comes from a really humble beginnings, and dude, he's agile as shit. You know, his highlight reel speaks for itself, man. That freaking twisting kick that he did. And Chris Curtis, I see him a lot with Sean Strickland. So I think they train together.
Yeah, they do train together.
The time. Yeah,
actually, now I remember who Chris Curtis is.
Yeah,
he's gonna lose a fight. Come on. It's gonna be an easy fight. I think it's gonna be an easy fight.
Yeah,
for Jack and for sure.
Right.
Now I know who Chris Curtis is.
Why is that? You got me curious now.
I'm not like look. I haven't watched all of his fights. I haven't paid that much attention to him. But from watching Sean Strickland's like their gyms, their videos, and the sparring and just how Chris Curtis carries himself, he just doesn't seem like a confident dude. He doesn't have that.
Yeah.
I don't think he has that confidence in himself, like that self-belief.
Yeah,
and it's kind of crazy for me to say this just based off of watching him spar, but he doesn't have that confidence in himself. Yeah, I mean, come on, Joaquin Buckley, man. What I like about him is the fact that even when he's losing a fight, he will try to find a way to win. Like he will, he never gives up. A lot of fighters, when they know the other fighter's better and they're losing the fight, they sort of do. Yeah. But he always finds a way to win, and he knows he's got that knockout power, and he will, like even if there's like 10 seconds left in the fight, he will still try to find a way to win the fight. So, and he's fast, powerful, athletic, good kicks.
Yeah,
easy fight for him.
All right, okay. Joaquin Buckley, you got this, brother.
Let's go. Wait, you're not African. Oh, Alexander Hernandez is fighting. Come on.
Alexander Hernandez.
I mean, a lot of good fights here, man. You got Alexander Hernandez, who's like he also had like a really exciting start to the UFC. Or he beat, there's someone he beat, I can't remember, the Canadian, the grappler. He beat that guy, and he thought, and he got a bit too cocky. He thought, I can beat anyone, I can beat anyone. And I'll try to find it.
Mike Breeden?
The fight before.
Oh shit! He knocked out Benil Dariush.
Yeah, so he beat Alexander Hernandez. Sorry, what? He beat himself. Yeah, he beat Olivier Aubin-Mercier, right? Yeah. And he thought, I got this. I can beat anyone. He got really cocky, and he got matched up against Donald Cerrone, and he thought, I'll run through this guy. And Donald Cerrone taught him a lesson that he would never forget. And ever since then, his steam has sort of slowed down a bit. But he's still exciting. He's an exciting fighter. I'm looking forward to that fight.
Yeah, man. It's
exciting. Honestly, it's exciting.
It is. I can't. Well, this fight is gonna be nice. I've got no emotional attachment to any of the fighters, so that makes things extra fun to watch. That's all, man. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hey, we're gonna do plenty more videos.
Oh, there's a lot more coming. There's a lot more. Definitely subscribe, and we're from Australia, and there's a very exciting fight card happening in Australia soon in February. We got Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev.
Yes.
It's happening in Perth. We're based in Adelaide, and we are traveling to Perth to watch it. We'll try to film as much, like we will do some interviews, fan interviews and that, asking questions to fans. And stay tuned, subscribe, and it's like let's build a community of combat addicts.
Let's do it.
Peace.
Peace out.